even further beyond!
Yeah, my name's Zakashi, and in this video is January, the first month of the year, coming to an end. And you know, I got this series where I have to list top 5 teams of the current meta in this month. We're here again, first month of the year, and the meta has been shifting quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie, not very rapidly, but the pacing of characters coming out, Zenkais, LFs. Things are going crazy, I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna be here breaking down the top 5 teams, in my opinion anyways. One thing I do want to disclose is that obviously it's my opinion, they're not in order, and it's more so about every factor. So there might be a way better team that is in the meta, but if more people are using a certain team, it's because they're more popping right now. So I'm not going to list a team, like it could be possible that a team's trash, but just because lots of people are using, I'm also not just going to add them. But we know what teams are pretty much more powerful than others. But I just needed to make that disclaimer. I always got to make that disclaimer with these videos, because people like to get their knickers in a twist and whatnot. But yeah, hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this video. If you haven't already, make sure to press that subscribe button on this grind to 15k. Recently hit 14k, so I got to thank you guys all. This series does pretty well. People really like to watch this type of video and give their input, so make sure to leave a comment down below. But check me out on all my socials as well. This is the YouTube channel, but we got Twitter, Twitch, Reddit, Instagram, and a Discord link all in the description as well. So make sure to check me on all of those, especially join the Discord and follow me on Instagram, trying to push those more than anything. But yeah, let's actually get into my top 5 teams, and there will be some honorable mentions at the end, which could have easily replaced some of these teams. I feel like it's very, very close this month. So yeah. Alright, so the first team here, we've actually got a future team. The main units I've actually got on the team, which I actually use for the future team. So we've got Trunks, the new Trunks Zenkai 7 Super Saiyan 2. This guy is insane with his blast arts. He's really good. People saying he's Z tier. I'd squeeze him in there. I think that's a fair judgment. But we also got Vegito Blue, who can now get quadruple buffed. He's great. But got him there as well. Goku Black is really, really good. He's like the non-LF version of Vegito Blue in my opinion. And he's green, so he's just nuts. Purple Vegeta, he's got the death buffs. Whoops. Trunks Rage there. Solid yellow. But he can now be replaced with the new LF Super Saiyan Gohan, the adult one, which is really, really good. And then for red, you can have run Rose. Some people have this Goku here. You can even run this Trunks now. I might actually put the Trunks there instead of the Cell, because the Trunks is actually very good defensively, and neither the Cell or the Trunks buff actual future team. However, they do receive buffs, but that Trunks will also buff the other hybrid Saiyans, which is Trunks Rage and the future Trunks, the Super Saiyan 2 Zenkai one. But here are the options that you got. Let me actually go to the character list. I'm going to do this for every single team so that you can actually see the characters that I may not have. So you can see like the yellow there, the Gohan, and he can get buffed by this Goku Black, which is also another good option. Green Vegeta is pretty good. The Cell, if you get into Zenkai 7, which is not a very smart choice for the Coronas, is actually not worth it at all, but he can fit pretty good on a future team if you really wanted to. He's good defensively and causes some inconvenience for the enemy, but Rose is really good as well. But yeah, I had to put future number 1 because they just shot to the top. I've been trying to big them up for the longest while, and given that we just got that Zenkai Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, boy, future team's up next, man. They're eating right now. I respect it, man. But yeah, let's get into the number 2 choice that I have. Number 2 here, we got Sun Family. It was always going to be on this list. Sun Family just be hitting differently, man. Like, hey, Sun Family, you know where it is, man. The main squad here, Gohan for the blue. He's probably the best blue that we got, but people do be running Namek Goku and this Zenkai 7 Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I haven't Zenkai 7 him, and I'm 1 star away, but I can Zenkai 7 the Namek Goku. I'm just choosing not to. Just my personal preference. Green could be pretty much everyone. Like, I'm pretty sure you can have this Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Let me just make sure actually, because I get confused whether it's Saiyan or not. I think it's Saiyan. Yeah. You could have him there, but he buffs Saiyans. This Goku here, Super Saiyan 3. You have the options there. The greens are not very, very good, I'll be real. So hopefully they get a better green, but not now, way later, like they're too OP. Purple, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, obviously the Super Saiyan 3 staple, Zenkai 7, he's disgusting, like absolutely disgusting. People run UI Goku sometimes as well. Goten's a good buff for the actual Sun family. Going into yellows, people run Goku Youth, but I've got the Goten now, so I actually run the Goten instead because he actually buffs the whole team as well, I'm pretty sure. Let me just make sure because someone's probably gonna correct me. There we go, lovely 30% buff. And then for red, Gohan is clearly the best option by far. It's not even a debate. Gohan, Zenkai 7, LF, like it's nuts how good the Gohan is. But yeah, for yellow, we've actually also got now the Super Saiyan Gohan. That's an adult. He can fit on Sun Family team, which I don't have. But those are all the pre-options. Like Sun Family is just too good of a team to not mention pretty much every single month. Like they're just nuts, man. They're on top and they're probably going to stay on top because of how the Dragon Ball franchise is built. But yeah, they're the number 2 team. Here are some of the units that you can swap out. Let's actually get into the number 3 team now. Number 3, we've got Androids. Androids is another team that's coming up very sharply. Zenkai 7 Android 21 from Kakarot, not Kakarot Fighters, released, and she's got a Zenkai 7 now, so that's beautiful. She's actually really good. We got the Android 21 good, very beautiful, just have to add that. But she's really good as well. But even if you don't have her, Android 16 has a Zenkai 7. For purple, I feel like the best choice is this Android 21 Evil. She's really good as well. She hits hard. Her base stats are really high, like for real. And then yellow, the best choice and pretty much the only choice. Nobody's using this cell, even though he does have an instant transmission cover change. Android 17, probably top 2 units in the game. Not one though, but she's probably 2. She's just too good at Zenkai 7. I'm waiting for her Zenkai 7 to come back so that I can actually go ahead and do it, the banner. And then for red, I've got this cell here, but it could easily be this cell. It could easily be this girl here, Android 18. Them two are probably the best 2 substitutes. If we go into characters that I probably don't have, just to make sure, these are your best choices, honestly. So Android team is just another team that's pretty solid consistently. 16 and 18 been holding it down heavy. People run this red one. If they really main an Android team, they've got that guy Zenkai 7 as well. Android 21 Zenkai 7 free to play. She's an addition to the team that just gave them a really good blue now. And considering she's free to play, anybody who has an Android team is going to run her. But yeah, they're number 3 Androids. Number 4 here, had to slide in the Fusion team. The Fusion team is just way too consistent. I feel like it's just an easy go-to team. If you want a good team that you can consistently use, Fusions is your way, honestly. Vegito Blue, Strike Cast just keep coming in, makes the combo extension just ridiculously long. You're just taking hits. You're watching a whole movie when it comes with him. Kefla, she's also good, turning all the blast arts to strike arts, make the team very strike orientated. Even if you have a blast oriented team, when she comes in, the strike arts are going to hit. She's clearly the best green. Vegito, Super Vegito, he is the best purple for a fusion team. However, he's quite outdated, but I feel like he's going to get his Zenkai soon. On top of that, he has a really good cover change, but he's just there mostly to buff the rest of the team. Yellow recently got Gogeta Blue, who's actually a really good unit, just not as good as we want him to be. But the yellow Vegito is also a really good unit here. And then red, obviously the Zenkai 7 himself, Super Gogeta. This man literally went from 0 to 100, got the blast armor on his ultimate. The green card can combo in and it destroys all the enemies' buffs. Like, it's really good. Gold tanks you can run, but I wouldn't recommend it. But I've got all the Fusion Warriors, I'm pretty sure. Let me just go to characters because I got to show you the other options just in case. For red, they also have the EX Gogeta. I wouldn't really go to check the extremes, but they got the EX Gogeta as well if you want to run him. But for the main part, this team is actually really solid and consistent. Kefla and Vegito Blue are all you pretty much need. They always run no matter what for me. Them two are always on the squad. The green gold tanks, I feel like he's very slept on, but he's actually very solid. I have actually shown him in my gameplays. If you have the free-to-play gold tanks at Zenkai 7, he's very solid. Like, I respect him heavily. He can extend your combo for his main ability, and he actually hits hard and has good defenses. So if that's someone you want to run, you can actually definitely run him on a fusion team. But my preference, Kefla's the better option. But yeah, this is the fusion team at number 4. Had to slide them in because Gogeta has just been this Gogeta, he's been doing bits, and Vegito Blue and Kefla are just way too consistent to not be on the top 5 this month, in my opinion. Number 5 spot, this was a difficult one, but the honorable mentions are going to make sense because they can easily shift, in my opinion. But I had to put Hybrid Saiyans as number 5 simply because the Super Saiyan 2 Trunks got his Zenkai Awakening, giving Hybrid Saiyans a solid blue. Now, that's not to say this Trunks Youth isn't good. That's not to say this Gohan here isn't good. However, this Trunks is too good. Like, he's actually solid. They have a tendency of making players that characters that are not that popular. Trunks is my favorite character, but they have a tendency of making characters that are not that popular very OP. So this Trunks really just put Hybrid Saiyans on the squad. Hybrid Saiyans have so many Zenkai, it's actually insane. And their Z ability buffs are really good because the team itself alone in separate teams they're not that good, but together they just buff each other insanely well. Like, if I go into this command here, check the details, you can see all the buffs that come in. Like, they're always high numbers, 30%, 30%, 30%, 30%. Not a lot of teams have that. Usually some teams stay at 26 and stuff like that. But on top of that, we've got the Sun Family King LF Super Saiyan 2 Gohan on this team, and that's just something that throws the team over the top. So 2 Z tier units on the team is what makes it a top 5 team for me. Obviously this video, the teams are not in order, but them two being on the same team just threw it over the top for me. Looking at the units that they've got, let me actually go to the character list in case I'm missing anybody. So Blues, I already spoke about these two here, these 3 even. Green, they've actually got the gold tanks as well. I completely forgot about that. I could run him. Looking at his Z ability busts Fusion Warriors and Legends Road, but he is a Hybrid Saiyan, so he can be run on the team. I'm actually going to consider putting him on my Hybrid Saiyan team, because that's actually really good. Purples are not that good for Hybrid Saiyans. I'm going to keep it a stack, but always good for the Z abilities. This Gohan here at Zenkai 7 isn't the greatest, however he is an option you have. Yellows, we got the new Gohan now. Green, you also have that Trunks. I don't have him, but something I should mention. Trunks Rage, this Gohan here, if he gets a Zenkai, that would be nuts, but God forbid. This yellow here, Go 10, which is the one I have, and then the reds have Trunks Rage, and I mean not Trunks Rage, Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, Jesus Christ, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and Super Saiyan Trunks that also have Zenkai 7, so it just makes the team very dominant. If you don't use them, you should definitely give it a go. It's a slept on team, however they're really OP and something you should actually look into. Now for the final part of this video, I was going to do some honorable mentions. These are teams that I feel like could have easily replaced any of the teams that I put on the list, but at the same time, like, it's just a preference thing kind of as well. That's what I said in my opinion. So the first team I've got is actually the Saiyan team. Saiyan team's a very solid team. They've got quite a few Zenkais and they could easily be replacing any of these teams. Zenkai 7 Namek Goku iPhone problems is a really good one. Recently they got the Zenkai 7 Broly. He fits better on movies, but they're quite solid as well. They also have the they have lots of units that you could actually put. Like, if I go to the character list, there's just so many. Even though not all of them buff a Saiyan team, they're actually all usable on a Saiyan team. Like, I see some people run Super Saiyan teams and they have the Super Gogeta, which is really dangerous if you run into Bardock and Super Saiyan Bardock and that. But you can just see the options. I don't want to go too in depth because it's not a team for them. God Key team's another option. They just have a solid team. Look at the front. If you Zenkai 7, this one here, and then you could even have the Vegeta, which I actually didn't include because I only got him Zenkai 1, and I just have a preference of using Gogeta. But if I change it to God Key, hopefully my eyes work so I don't be on this page for long. Yes sir. They actually have quite a few options as well. Vegeta is pretty good. I put Vados there. This Vegeta is good for his lock-in, but nothing more. Merzamas is type good. This Vegeta here is nice. Ultra Instinct Goku is Ultra Instinct Goku. The reds are kind of lacking, but they've got EX Whis, which I choose to run. And then obviously the Vegeta for yellow. Going on to the next team. Blue Purple is a team that I've actually seen quite a lot, honestly. I couldn't form the team properly, but this EX here, I don't even know what Android is. It's Android 14. He's really good. Raditz busts all the Saiyans that you're going to main. If you have this guy Zenkai 7, this guy Zenkai 7, and this guy Zenkai 7, it's a dangerous team to run into. Blue Purple is a team I've been seeing a lot. Like, trust me, people, you're going to run a green, and then Super Saiyan 3 Goku's going to wreck your green. So, yeah, they also put, people usually put Broly on this team. If I change, I can't even change it, so I'm just going to turn off the preference. And I don't know if I can change it to element, so I'm going to keep it like that. Just so you can see the options that are available. Broly, people usually run. The blues, you can see that they're actually quite OP. I'm not even going to bother showing extreme because they buff color, so you'd actually go for the blue buffers. This is why I have Raditz on it, because he actually buffs all 3 and not just the blues. But you see your options. You can look into their main ability, Z abilities. I don't really run them, but it's a solid team that I see. And the final team that I got is actually the Legends Road team. They have 3 solid Zenkais, and their Z ability buffs just go through all the way. Like, I'm not even gonna go into the thing because the only ones I'm missing are probably like the Piccolo letter from the Piccolo fused with Kami. So I'm not going to go into the other characters because they're not usable. But if you have Trunks, Gotenks, and Goku Youth or Zenkai 7, Legends Road is a team you should run for real. Let me just go into the details so you guys can see. Like, the amount of buffs is disgusting. Like, it's disgusting. It's a very solid team, so it's another team I suggest you should run. But yeah, that's all I pretty much got for this video. This is for January 2021. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about my actual top 5 and then honorable mentions. Like I said, any of them could easily replace. It's just a preference matter. But yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it like that. This video is seeming kind of long. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, make sure to press that subscribe button on this grind to 15k. All my socials on the left. It's the YouTube channel, but we got Twitter, Twitch, Reddit, Instagram, and a Discord link all in the description below. So make sure to check me out on all of those. But yeah, man, I'm just going to leave it like that. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Please, lend me your